Today, I am presenting RELAW, High Rank Training Through Low Rank Updates, a paper published at Neural PS 2023. ReLoRa is an improvement over LoRa, which is one of the most widely used techniques for fine-tuning large models like Llama, Llama and Stable Diffusion. My goal here is to explain why LoRa needs fixing, what ReLoRa changes, and how this small idea leads to much better fine-tuning stability. What problem even are we solving? Modern language models are huge, with billions of parameters. Fine-tuning all of these weights directly is extremely expensive, slow, and requires a lot of GPU memory. LoRa was created to make fine-tuning cheaper by only updating a small set of parameters, but LoRa has some limitations, especially when training for a long time on very large models. This paper tries to solve all of these limitations. What is LoRa? LoRa works by freezing the original large model and adding two small low rank matrices on top of each weight matrix. Instead of updating millions of parameters, we update only these tiny matrices. This makes fine tuning around 100 times more efficient. That's why LoRa is so popular. It's lightweight, fast, and works on almost any architecture. But LoRa was originally designed for short fine tuning, not for training. So here we understand what's wrong with LoRa and why do we need the motivation for re-LoRa. When LoRa is trained for a long time, the small matrices grow too large. This causes drift, instability, and sometimes the model completely diverges. Another issue is that LoRa doesn't resume well. If your training gets interrupted and restart, the model often behaves abruptly. And finally, LoRa doesn't scale well to extremely large models like 30B or 70B parameters. So, authors ask over here is like, can we keep LoRa's efficiency but fix these stability issues? So, here we are. What is ReLoRa? ReLoRa introduces a very small and simple but a powerful idea. Instead of letting LoRa matrices grow forever, ReLoRa periodically merges their updates into the main model, weights, and then resets the LoRa matrices to zero. So the process here is simple. Train LoRa for some steps, merge the update into the base model, reset the LoRa matrices, continue your training, and then repeat. This prevents drift, keeps the training stable, and allow us to train for much longer time. Why does ReLoRa work? This merge reset cycle solves multiple problems at once. First, it stops LoRa from drifting because the updates never get too large. Second, it lets you safely resume training because the base model always stay in a clean state. And third, even though LoRa updates are low rank, multiple cycle build up into a richer, high rank update, almost like full fine tuning. So we keep the memory savings, but we get much better training quality and advantages. So here are the results with some figures and numbers from the paper. The paper shows that re-LoRa is significantly more stable than LoRa. In the training curve, LoRa tends to explode or oscillate during the long runs while re-LoRa stays smoothly. ReLoRa also supports models up to 1.3 billion parameters, improve the training speed by 9 to 40%, and reduces the GPU memory usage by several gigabytes. Even more importantly, the final accuracy or perplexity is much more close to full fine tuning than standard LoRa. So, to summarize, LoRa is efficient but unstable during long fine tuning or on a very large model. ReLoRa fixes this by adding a simple cycle of training, merging, and resetting. ReLoRa fixes this by adding a cycle resetting. This gives us the best of both worlds, LoRa's efficiency and near full fine tuning quality. It's a small algorithmic change, but it has a big practical impact, which is why this paper was selected for Neural PS 2023. Thank you.